Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about some of the little things that people do to irritate you or harass you in game that maybe they don't all the time know that they're doing it, but it is always annoying. First one is when you say goodnight and you wait for people to say goodnight back to you, usually in your FC chat, and they don't. You're just waiting for them to say goodnight, but they don't. Or the reverse of this is when you or someone else says goodnight and then they log off immediately before you even have finished typing out goodnight. They're gone. The next one is undercutting. And some people are irritated when someone undercuts them by 1 gil, but personally, I find it much worse when someone undercuts me by more than that, by a lot more than that, because they're crashing the market. And I guess it just depends on what is your market philosophy. Which kind of undercutting is worse for you. The next one is when you're in a raid dungeon like Omega 1 or Omega 3 and you call the spot where you're going to stand in, like the directional spot you're going to be in, but then someone else calls that spot after you already called it. And they're just standing in your spot, and did they not see that you just said that you're going to stand there? That's your spot. The next one is when you die and someone types ... Just silently judging you, passive aggressively. I mean, I hate it when someone types ... for any reason, but especially after a death. Because it's their way of saying, oh, you died. The next one is when someone stands a little bit too close to you that you don't know. I know it's a game and that's your avatar. That's not really you. You know, you shouldn't have this feeling of personal space. But you kind of do. You kind of do if a stranger gets right up your ass, and it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. The next one is when people don't roll on loot. This is especially bad in Rabanastre or in Void Ark or any dungeon that will drop a pet, but it can happen, you know, in anywhere that you want the loot. There always seems to be that one guy that refuses to roll on the loot, and everybody is stuck waiting around for, I don't know, it's like 200 seconds, over 200 seconds, waiting for that one guy to finally roll. Like I think it's might be considered a real form of harassment, not just a pet peeve, but it's technically it's technically allowed. I mean, they picked that time for the loot timer for a reason, so there's really nothing you can do about it, and they know that. This one is especially bad when you're playing the tank or healer, and you're in a dungeon or something, and you say you're gonna go AFK, like you just say sec or, you know, AFK, BRB, and nobody waits on you. They just decide they don't need you, they can continue the dungeon by themselves, so usually by the time you come back, everyone's dead miles away from where you went AFK. And finally, when you ride a rare mount around someone who you know has been struggling to get that mount, someone that you know is drowning in tokens from this boss, if you go out of your way to ride that specific mount around them, it's definitely a pet peeve. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. What are some of your pet peeves that happen in the game? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you from the HQ. I'll see you next time.